The scary truth about what the Warriors just did. Because of the rule changes that have been instituted and the new defensive systems that NBA teams have adopted to combat them over the last few years, ball movement and perimeter passing have never been more important. More and more over the last few years, we've been seeing NBA teams turn to lineups with 2 point guards on the floor to facilitate that movement better. It's worth examining, though, whether that trend is accomplishing anything. Fans had seen Reggie Jackson and Russell Westbrook lead the way with strong showings on both ends of the court. The Kyle Lowry-Greivis Vasquez lineup was a big part of Toronto's second half success. And at one point, the Suns had Goran Dragic, Eric Bledsoe, and Isaiah Thomas. Any lineup with Chris Paul is going to be good. The acquisition of Chris Paul, a maestro in his own right, to play alongside the sharpshooting wizard Steph Curry, is like adding a sprinkle of paprika to an already spicy dish. It's bold, daring, and promises to be a treat for the fans. Imagine this. CP3 runs the point with his impeccable court vision and basketball IQ. He's the conductor of this grand orchestra, setting the tempo, deciding when to speed up and when to slow down. With the ball in his hands, he's like a seasoned chef, knowing exactly which ingredients to mix and when. And then there's Curry, arguably the greatest shooter the game has ever seen. With Paul taking on the primary ball handling duties, Curry can focus on what he does best, shooting lights out. It's like giving a renowned sniper a clearer vantage point. The results? Deadly.
Let's play full court, baby. Your go-to channel for the most interesting basketball topics on and off the court.
In a preseason opener that electrified Golden State Warriors fans, Chris Paul wasted no time in showcasing precisely why GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. boldly brought in the seasoned 18-year veteran guard this offseason. It was a thrilling spectacle that unfolded over just 2 quarters, leaving everyone in awe of Chris Paul's impact on the team. During the exciting game between the Warriors and the Lakers, something amazing happened in the second quarter. Chris Paul and Stephen Curry had a secret plan. Paul nodded at Curry like they had a secret code, and Curry understood. Instead of crashing into the Lakers player, Curry sneaked past him, which really confused the Lakers defender Gabe Vincent. He thought Prince would take Curry, just a simple switch, but that didn't happen. Paul is one of the best players in NBA history with the ball in his hands. Curry is probably the best without it. Making defenses pick their poison will be a staple of the Warriors' offense this season, and it was on display in one single play on Saturday night. A lot of us thought at first, and some still do, that Paul's trade was a risky move with too many secret traps and unplanned problems. It's an enemies to lovers rom-com tale for the ages, that's for sure. Even though this move doesn't really make sense in 2023, it looks like it's coming together as well as it can. You're right that the Paul experiment is a little strange, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't admire how brave it is. The Warriors will remember this as the most unusual comeback story in the team's history if it works. As the Warriors' big three, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, age gracefully into the basketball world, the narrow window for championship glory becomes more apparent. Even if they won the whole thing just in 2022, whatever magic they had that season was definitely gone last year, and the team fell into the Lakers' fate. We and they both knew it wasn't their year. It was necessary to make a move to reset the team and get them off the vague, winding road they were on. The mastermind behind this earth-shaking change, a former Warrior, their GM Mike Dunleavy, stirred the pot just as much as Chris Paul, if not more. When word got out that Golden State snagged Paul, fans were left scratching their heads. To them, Paul was like a mix of a movie villain and a dark wizard. This was a curveball from a team that usually played it straight. Remember when they pursued Kevin Durant? That was like a slow dance, taking its sweet time. Durant was in his heyday, unlike Paul, who's more like an old cat with a few battle scars and a known grudge against the Warriors. While Durant was a slam dunk, Paul is more like a wild shot from half court. To recall that Paul is one of the absolute best point guards ever to play the game of basketball is something Warriors fans tend to forget, perhaps intentionally. He's been a thorn in Golden State's side for over a decade. First as a Clipper and then as a Rocket. A member of the team that almost and arguably should have dethroned the Warriors in 2018. Chris Paul and Stephen Curry have a rich history that spans various roles in each other's careers. Initially, Chris Paul was a mentor and friend to Curry, guiding him and sharing his wisdom. This camaraderie later evolved into a fierce rivalry, with both players competing against each other on the court, and each trying to outdo the other. Their competitive spirit was evident, with Paul's tenacity and determination often clashing with Curry's skill and flair. However, the dynamics have shifted once again, with both players now sharing the same team jersey. They have united with a common goal to secure a championship ring, especially for Paul, who is yet to clinch one. While their past has been filled with mentorship, rivalry, and competition, their success as teammates will ultimately be determined by their synergy on the basketball court. Paul's passing game is like a surgeon's scalpel, precise and on point. He's got this spooky ability to sink mid-range shots as if he's doing it in his sleep. And when the game's clock is ticking down, Paul's as cool as a cucumber in a freezer. The Warriors, well, they've been like a car with a missing spark plug. Sure, they can zoom past anyone on the open road with their freestyle offense, but when it comes to final moments in a tight spot, they often get stuck in the mud. Even with the Warriors' firepower, scoring in crunch time has been like trying to open a pickle jar with greasy hands, but with Paul on board, things are looking up. His calm demeanor and machine-like skills might just be the missing piece, as long as he and Green don't decide to start a boxing match on the court. Curry and Paul seem like two peas in a pod on the dance floor, smoothly passing the ball. Paul's approach was less of a clash and more like adding a spicy twist to the game. He didn't light up the scoreboard, but simply played his game. It's like a drawing that's just starting to come alive, no longer just a dream. Asking someone to change their whole identity for the team is like asking a cat to bark, especially when that team was once the arch nemesis. On the bright side, Chris Paul might surprise Klay Thompson with passes he never saw coming. Moses Moody's value might skyrocket, and Kuminga might just feast on Paul's perfect passes. But this Chris Paul experiment is like a potion with unpredictable results. Let's see what magic brews this season.
We hope you enjoyed our video topic today. Interact with us. Subscribe and hit the notification button to be notified when we upload more content. Don't forget to leave a like and comment below. Also, feel free to suggest any topics you would like to see on this channel full court. Before we end this video, are you ready to showcase your love for the game and make a statement with premium merch? At Full Court, we believe basketball is more than just a game. It's part of our culture and identity. That's why we've curated a collection of merch that captures the essence of your favorite sports teams and players to celebrate the memories that unite us. And here's the best part. Full Court offers free worldwide shipping. No matter where you are, you can join our global community and showcase your passion for basketball. Visit our website, letsplayfullcourt.com, and explore our merch. You can also find a link below this video in the description.